Good morning. Okay, so today's the big day. I am starting my resolution drops. Yo, I'm so excited. Like, these drops are literally referred to as lipo in a bottle. They're out here helping people lose 1 to 3 pounds every day. And you're not like on some super restrictive calorie deficit, like 500 calories a day. No, it's definitely 1,200 calories, which is still lower compared to what most of us eat when we're not, actively trying to lose weight. But 1,200 calories is so important because it allows you to still exercise. There's a lot of other products out there that I won't name that with the lower calorie requirement, you can't really exercise. But with 1,200 calories, you can still exercise. So that's awesome. I'm excited. I'm going to be taking these 3 times a day. I can't eat or drink anything 15 minutes before or 15 minutes after I take the drops. And that's fine because I usually don't eat anything till before like 12 o'clock anyway. So that's all good. So I'm excited. Starting today, what is today? Today is April 10th. It's Friday, April 10th, 2020. This is day one, round one. I'm not going to keep count like that. Like, I'm not even going to flex. I'm not going to keep count of that at all. But this is definitely day one, round one. And you take half a dropper. So this is one, so I need to take half. Oops, wait. Okay, ooh, that's like right on the line. All right. So what happens is I drop them under my tongue and I'm supposed to hold them there for 30 seconds. All right, y'all. So here I am. I took my drops probably like about 30 minutes ago or so. It was like 10:35 or something, 10:40, whatever. And right now it's like 11:10. So I just wanted to give you a little bit more information about the resolution drops. I'm upstairs. I'm about to get dressed for the day finally. I love my robe. It's so comfortable. So y'all probably might see it kind of often, especially right now during this quarantine thing. But I do put on clothes. It's usually probably going to be some kind of exercise clothes next because that's really all I do. I work in the morning, exercise, and do like mom life stuff in the afternoon. So that's what it is. So this is the resolution meal plan. It comes in the box when you order your resolution drops. And it basically, it gives a quick little intro, of course, things to let you know. It lets you know you need to drink at least 64 ounces of water a day. I personally suggest do half your body weight in ounces of water. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you need to be drinking like 100 ounces of water. And that's because when you weigh more, you're bigger, you have more fat cells, you have more body cells that need to be hydrated. Because at the end of the day, you need to keep your body hydrated. And if fat cells are, hydrated and there's more water, it's easier for them to break down when they're being metabolized. So let's think about that. Now, it also suggests that you take a daily fiber supplement. All of our instant teas, the ones that you see me just pouring into a bottle and shaking it up, all of those have soluble fiber in there. So I'm automatically, hitting that check mark. Take a daily vitamin, multi-nutrient, whatever. NutriBurst. So I'm already in the gate on that one. And then it tells you that you can eat more than one type of, hold on, let me back up before I say that. So with any meal plan, it's basically like, eat about this much protein, eat this much carbs, eat this much fat or whatever. So with this diet protocol, basically, you're going to have protein because protein builds your muscle. It's the building block of cells, period. So you need protein. And it gives you different proteins. It gives you, meat-based proteins, seafood-based proteins, vegetarian protein options, and dairy protein options. Like, it gives you options, okay? And then, you need a fruit or a vegetable. So it gives you, there's a small list of fruits because on this type of protocol, the resolution drops don't like carbs. They don't like carbs, so carbs is sugars. Carbs is anything when you're eating fried foods that's breaded, you know, pasta, bread, all of that stuff, that's carbs. This diet protocol does not like carbs. It's about letting your body turn into a fat burning machine. Instead of using carbs for energy, it's going to help your body transition to using fat for energy. So if you're using fat for energy, then your body's going to eat up some of the fat that you have around you, obviously. That's how this works. So there's a very small list of fruit that you can eat. Obviously, I know y'all can't read this, but you can see this is one section of fruit. You saw protein took up, you know, about 4 or 5 cards. And then next, you have the list of vegetables that you can eat. And you have your starches here. So that's stuff like the different flours. Obviously, we're not going to be doing any whole wheat flour, any regular bleached white flour. But you have almond flour. You have whole grain tortillas, Ezekiel bread. If y'all haven't tried Ezekiel bread, in my opinion, it's kind of gross. But whatever. It's really hard. Like, it's not. If you like bread, you're not going to like Ezekiel bread. That's just what that is. Almonds, pistachios, coconut oil, avocado oil, pumpkin seeds. And then, you know, of course, there's your miscellaneouses. So this is basically like your condiments, like hot sauce, salsa, black coffee, unsweetened tea, different things like that. Unsweetened applesauce. Yes, I love applesauce. Applesauce is lit. But yeah, so that's the resolution meal plan. So for me personally, y'all know. If you don't know, go find out. Go look at some of my old posts on Instagram or whatever. You'll see that my family, my household, and I have been slowly transitioning to a more meatless diet. So, I mean, we're Caribbean. We're part Caribbean or whatever. So, it's been kind of hard to let go of the seafood. But as far as the red meat for me and my husband and my kids, that's a zilch. We had a steak last night, but that was a part of my loading for this. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, so you'll see that I'm going to be following a more meatless approach. So when it comes to the proteins, I might do some eggs though, because we bought some eggs and we don't really use eggs that often. Like, we use it when you need it and stuff. But I got eggs sitting in my refrigerator, so I might eat those for protein. But then it's mostly going to be seafood and vegetarian protein options. Vegetarian protein options is things like tofu, quinoa, chia seeds, hummus, spinach, black or kidney beans, green peas. I don't like green peas, so that will be a negative. Spirulina, which is actually in our supplement, the Tetui. It's a protein. It's a plant-based protein. It's an algae that comes from the ocean. It's a blue-green algae. Super nutritious, nutrient-dense. It's lit. So I'm going to be following that, a more meatless approach. You know, if you don't know, go find out so you can know. I don't do dairy either. It's really more like dairy don't do me, because I love all things dairy except milk. I don't like milk. But ice cream, cheese, sour cream, I love it all. It don't really fuck with me though. So I'm going to be doing mostly dairy free. But I will say, thanks to my CBD tea, me and dairy been on a kind of, you know, a pretty good accord lately. So, but I'm still not going to be eating it because I know what it does to my body and I still don't need to be consuming it. So that's the meal plan, the protocol. That's what I'm going to be eating, a more meatless pescatarian approach, pescatarian vegan approach. That's what we on around here. My husband, go follow him on Instagram at melanated_hubsdad365. Go follow him. He posted a video. He's doing the resolution drops with me too. Ooh, isn't that exciting? Yes, it is. So that's that. The resolution drops, I'm going to be taking them again later today, probably in a couple hours, because I'm about to go have breakfast. Ooh, I'm going to show y'all what I have for breakfast. And yeah, that's that. I'm actually making a meal plan. So anyone that orders the resolution drops from me, I will be providing a 7-day meal plan. So yeah, let's check this out. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, and I have to do my weigh-in. So I'll be doing that, and I'll be posting, including what I eat for breakfast along with this video. So I'm getting ready to do my first weigh-in. Resolution drops day 1, April 10th, 2020. I just took my first of 3 rounds of drops for the day. I took them 15 minutes after I drank my ISO brew tea, and I didn't eat anything 15 minutes before. I still haven't eaten anything. It's like 45 minutes later, but it's all good. So don't mind my toes. They jacked up. I'm going to repolish them today, and I'm ashy. So whatever, I'm home, not out and about. So here we are. So my scale is dirty, but that says 185. 185.2 to be exact. So if you go on my page, Queen Bianca _RFF, if you go on that page, you can scroll back and you can see my different weigh-ins throughout the last couple of months. I think my lowest one within the last, I don't know, whatever my last post was, like February, March, it was about 170, somewhere between like 172 and 176, somewhere in there. So I'm back up to 185. And like I've been saying, that's because I've been eating like crap. Like crap for me, which is still better than like crap for other people. But like I've been doing the most with the sandwiches because bread is so good. But it fucks me up on the inside. But I don't feel the pain no more because of my CBD tea, thankfully. But I know it's still not good for my personal digestive system. And a lot of us out there, we're just not aware of it yet. But anyway, I digress. So I have been eating a lot of bread, pizza. Ooh, we've been busting down the pizza around here. Chicken nuggets, pizza rolls, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches have been my staple though. And yeah, and then last night I had some ice cream. It was so good. It was cheesecake ice cream with chocolate ice cream with brownies in it. It was all in one container. It was good. It was not enough cheesecake ice cream though. It's too much chocolate, and I like chocolate, but I wasn't there for the chocolate. I was there for the cheesecake. But anyway, and by there I mean in my living room downstairs, cause you know, yeah. So yeah, I've been eating all the wrong stuff. I haven't really been eating that much dairy though, cause I mean dairy still doesn't really agree with me. It just doesn't make it hurt, but it makes me gassy, and like and that gas be rank. Oh my gosh. So I consider that my days of loading. Because before starting a protocol like the resolution drops, it's suggested that you load those first 2 days because our bodies are used to burning carbs for energy. But on this protocol, we're not going to be burning carbs for energy. We're going to be having our body transition from a carb burning machine to a fat burning machine. But you don't want to shock your body and just all of a sudden your body out of its, carbs. So that's why you load. You eat all the bullshit that you like to eat, like all the ice cream, the cake, the pies, the bread, the sweet stuff, the fried stuff, everything that is fried, breaded, made out of bread, made from wheat flour, whatever, all of it, the sugar, all the sugar, like give your body, those stores. So then in those first few days, while you're not eating that stuff anymore, your body still has that buildup to kind of feed from while it's still transitioning because it's less carbs or as the days go by. So that helps your body not be shocked like, oh shit, what am I going to do for energy? And then, you get all these horrible side effects and stuff. So not horrible like you're going to die or anything, but you're just going to be real uncomfortable. You might not feel well for those first few days. So loading helps you kind of avoid that shock, like the headaches and shit. It's kind of like withdrawal because sugar is addicting, bread is addicting. So basically it's a withdrawal. So that's why I've loaded. I'm good. I've done this before. I've done HCG Drops before. This is not HCG. No hormones at all. But I've done that before. So I'm used to stopping eating the carbs and stuff and transitioning to fat burning. So I'm Gucci over here. So excited. It's about to be lit. So now I got to hurry up and go get dressed because I got things to do. So y'all have a great day. I will be posting my breakfast along with this video. Alright y'all, so I'm here fixing my breakfast right quick. I'm having muesli, which is oats and like different stuff like seeds and in this case shaved coconut. Muesli and some almond yogurt. So I did make a note specifically of the serving size of the yogurt, which is 6 ounces, which is 3/4 of a cup. So here's my measuring cup. and it has 20 grams of sugar. The instructions said no more than 50 grams of sugar for the day. So go ahead and get the sugar out of the way earlier in the day, because I'm going to go exercise probably in the next 2 to 3 hours or so. And that's because I'm still working. I'm just on a quick little break. And like, if you were gonna do this, you probably don't have to be as anal about the measurements and as OCD about it as me. And like, I won't be this OCD about it if it's like lunch or dinner with the vegetables and stuff like that. But as far as stuff in a container where, you know, it's the further away from being a whole food with just one ingredient, which would be itself, then the more OCD I am about the measurements. Just because, you know, I want to make sure I do this right. But this yogurt is so good. It's almond yogurt. It's delicious. Like almond milk yogurt, obviously. Brayden, get out the blinds. And then the serving size of my muesli is 1/4 cup. That was my 1/4 cup measuring cup. So now I'm gonna use my 1/8 cup and just do 2 of them. This muesli has 4 grams of sugar, so I'm good. I'm at 24 grams. $19 grams of carbs. That's what I'm supposed to be looking at, the carbs. I'm tripping. 19 grams of carbs because of all the oats, and mainly all the oats. 25 and 19, so 25 and 40. Oh shit, this is almost my 50 for the day. It's the last day I'll be eating this for breakfast together. So 20 and 25 would be 45. So 44 grams of carbs. So I literally have 6 carbs left for the day. And that's about how many carbs is included in, you know, just vegetables and stuff. Clearly, I won't be eating no fruit today because that'll definitely put me over my carbohydrate limit. And sugar is carbs, in case you didn't know. Not being funny or sarcastic, I'm so serious. All right. So I just made it. I'm mixing it up. Muesli is technically made overnight, but I never know if I really want it the night before, so I don't make it overnight. I make it, and then preferably I like to let it sit for about an hour. No, preferably an hour. Usually I'm rushing, and I only let it sit for like 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know if you hear my husband in the background. I know, but I don't like it like that. And when you look at it online, it's always overnight. They're like called overnight oats. But the instructions say 5 to 10 minutes. I like mine a little longer than that, but not all the way overnight. So I'm doing it for an hour. I get off at 1 o'clock. It's like 12 o'clock now. So yeah.
I understand how you leave something that you always have all the time, all the way away from you. Like, you were just done with it, and you leave your phone in the bathroom. So having me to come all the way up here, do I really want to come up here? No, but I do it because I love you. I mean, but this is like your phone. You should have grabbed it. But whatever. Here it is. Here's your phone. You're welcome.
All right. Hey, y'all. Oh, look at my Carmex. Hey, y'all. So I am here doing my second dose of resolution drops today. Focus. Whatever. Resolution drops. Y'all see the R, you see the word drops. So again, I just ate. I broke my fast because I actually kind of do intermittent fasting. Not really consciously, that's just really kind of how my day goes. But, so I didn't eat my breakfast until like 1:30. Finished it about 1:46 exactly. So it is now 2:08. When doing the resolution drops, you cannot eat or drink anything. I mean, what says eat? I think it says eat or drink. One of them. But 15 minutes before or after you take your drops. And you're going to take half a milliliter. There we go. And you're going to drop it under your tongue and hold it there for 30 seconds. and then you swallow. 30 seconds. Now, I've heard a lot of people say, like, I don't know, I've looked at other people's YouTube reviews or whatever, and they're like, oh my gosh, it doesn't taste good, it tastes nasty, and all this other stuff. Bruh, it don't even hardly, like, have a taste. And for one, you shouldn't be tasting that much of it anyway, because it's supposed to be going underneath your tongue. Your taste buds are on top of your tongue. So, I mean, you might taste it a little bit when you swallow it, but for the most part, you're not tasting anything. But anyway, so, that's dose 2, day 1, resolution drops. Follow my journey. Yes. Hey, y'all. So, I'm back. It's like 7:30. Like, it's like 7:30. All right. So, I'm here with my resolution drops. And I'm also here with my CBD tea, but I just realized and remembered it's not like I can drink this right now, so this will actually be coming back later. So anyway, this is my 3rd dose of resolution drops for the day. Last dose of resolution drops for the day. So excited. Y'all, I was real tempted today when I was driving home to get some snackage that I shouldn't get. But I didn't. And I was real tempted when I was warming up dinner to pick me out some chicken with the skin on it that we grilled last night that's covered in barbecue sauce. And I'm not going to lie, I was going to eat it. But thankfully, there's only 2 pieces left. 1 for each child. So, that worked out. "30 seconds. Done with that. So, the end of day 1, I'm about to go make husband for me and the hubby, because the kids are good. My husband don't get off till like way late tonight. He won't be home till probably about 11 o'clock. And I think we're going to have something simple, like probably some cabbage and some shrimp. It's easy, it's simple. I like cabbage, he'll eat cabbage. We both like shrimp. Shrimp is a protein that we can use. So that's basically what this is. Most of the time it's going to be vegetable and a protein, because there's not a lot of starches that can be eaten. And then if you've had a day where you had a lot of carbs like I did this morning, then, you know, you kind of cut out your options for later in the day. But it's all good. I'm not pressed about it. So you're supposed to only eat 50 grams or less of carbohydrates. My breakfast this morning, if you remember from earlier in the video, was some almond milk yogurt and some muesli. Muesli is made of oats. We all know oats got carbs in it. So I don't remember which was which, but out of the 2 of those, the yogurt and the muesli, one was 19 grams of carbs and the other one was 20 grams of carbs. So that put me at, 44 grams of carbs. I got 6 grams of carbs left. My snack earlier was pork skins, because it literally doesn't really have anything but a little fat in it. So there's no carbs, 0 carbs. Like, it was only 70 calories. So yeah, pork skins were my snack for today while I was driving. So I'm trying not to hit that carb limit. That's like my main goal, because everything else is basically green veggies and protein. Like I can do that. That's easy. It's simple. I don't even have to get caught up on everything else that's on the list, because those are all different options. But while I'm trying to keep it simple and just starting out, I'm gonna stick with what I know. Give me some greens, give me a protein, boom. So with that, I will be showing my dinner when it's done, And then that'll be the end of this video and this first day of my round of resolution drops. Oops. Alright, so I'm back, getting ready to fix dinner. Here's my shrimp. My husband portions everything out of the big packages, so that's why it's in a bag like that. And I said I was going to do cabbage, but I just really didn't feel like chopping up no cabbage. So here goes some collard greens. And what I'm going to do is just saute them up right quick in some coconut oil. Now, the protocol, the meal plan, whatever you want to call this, suggests that for coconut oil, which is what this is, a serving size is 1 tablespoon. So obviously I'm making more than 1 serving of greens, which is I think like a cup. I believe it's a cup. I've never known the serving size for greens because, you know, I bust down some greens around here. Yeah, a serving size is a cup. But I'm about to make, that's probably at least 3 or 4 cups. It's not ready yet, baby. The kids' food is in the oven. They have mashed potatoes, grilled barbecue chicken, and collard greens from yesterday. So I got my measuring cup my measuring spoon because I like measuring spoons. I like measuring cups. I like my measurements to be exact because I don't pretend to be, you know, a world-class chef around here. All right, so that was about 2.5. I'm trying to make it 3. About 3 tablespoons of coconut oil here. I'm gonna turn my stove on. This is a gas stove, that's why y'all hear that clicking. Now, of course, you can always flavor your foods up with herbs, seasonings, you know, peppers and onions and stuff like that. And I also bought this gourmet collard green seasoning, but it don't taste or smell nothing like any collard greens that I've ever had. Hey, bye. Go sit down. Go sit down. Thank you. Anyway, so I'm not going to use that. I think since these are going to be sauteed, I'm going to use some lemon pepper and this Tony's Spice and Herb Creole seasoning, which does have a little bit of salt in it, just, you know, not a whole lot. And there's probably garlic in here. Let me see. Yeah, there's garlic in here. Yeah, and I'm gonna use some cayenne, some Italian seasoning. There go my herbs. Because all our fresh herbs my husband ground up into the oil stuff, which I actually could have used that. And I'm looking for my pepper. Here we go. Okay. So these are my seasonings. See that? Just basic stuff: black pepper, Italian seasoning, lemon pepper, and cayenne. There y'all go. You see it? Now I can move it. Coconut oil can, you know, get heated pretty high. My new favorite oil though is grapeseed oil. You can literally like have the heat on high the whole time and that oil does not burn up. It's amazing. So now if you actually cook food, what I'm about to do, you're gonna know what's up. Because the smell of sauteing onions and peppers, oh my goodness, it is great. And I did wash my hands before I started recording this video. Like literally right before I pushed record. So my husband, you know, he's a chef, so he cut us up a pepper and onion blend. Because, you know, when you buy stuff whole and make it yourself instead of buying the seasoning blend out of the frozen section, it's more cost effective. a scale because the resolution meal plan says that for shrimp, a serving size is 3.5 ounces. I don't know how many shrimp that is. Like, and of course it would differ based on the size of the shrimp. So I don't know. But whatever. Okay. So hopefully I have enough collard greens. So it looks like this might have been a little bit too much oil, or maybe, oh no, that's not the oil, that's the water from the vegetables mixed with the oil that's making it look like it's a lot. So here's what we got so far. Nothing major. Let's see if I can put my phone right here. I have a tripod, y'all, but the baby, he broke one of the legs, so I have to fight with the tripod way too much, and I just really don't be feeling like it sometimes. Most of the time. I just gotta get a new one. Okay, so I don't want to burn the little veggies that I put in there. So here go my collard greens. You can get a bag of collard greens like this from like any grocery store. But honestly, I kind of like it the old-fashioned way of getting the bunch and then having to cut them, because I don't like all the stems that be in here. Even though the stems is, you know, very nutritious, I don't like chewing stems in my greens. I just don't. I didn't grow up like that. My grandma always peeled the leaves off and threw away the stem. So, what I like. But whatever, I'm grown. I can deal with it. Okay. Now I got all my greens in there. And if you know anything about cooking or anything about greens, spinach, any type of greens, then you know it looks like a lot, but it's going to cook down. I want y'all to be able to see what I'm doing. Here we go. There we go. So greens are very tough. Like oil greens. They're extremely fibrous, which is part of why they're so good for you. Because, you know, we all need fiber. It helps you go. The darker the greens, the healthier it is. And you know, a lot of us should get into the habit of more like sauteing our greens up than, you know, like, I don't know, stewing them or whatever the old-fashioned way is, because a lot of times when we cook it like that, we cook it down too much. It be mushy. It loses all the crunch. And when it loses all the crunch, that's basically telling you, hey, we done lost all the nutrients too. And I'm left-handed, in case y'all couldn't tell. So it might look like I'm holding this spatula a little weird to y'all. Whatever. Alright, so now I got them down. That's the whole pan. That's what greens do. You can pour it and be this high, and then it looks like you didn't even have half as much as you started out with, but it's all good. All good. Boo. I should have cut up some cabbage to put it with this, make it more colorful. It's alright. So now I'm going to get on my seasoning game, because I don't want to keep cooking them down too much. But also, they're collard greens, so I'm going to cook them down a little bit now. And I have no particular... Oh shit, I think I just got cayenne powder in my eye. I had glasses on. How that happen? And I had my glasses on, y'all. How that happen, bro? Okay, I'm gonna turn my heat down. And washing out my doggone eyes took up some of my cooking time. Okay. So I got my cayenne. I'm gonna throw a little lemon pepper in there. I don't like how chunky this lemon pepper is, so. What is that? Is it too hot in the cabinet for you, baby? I don't actually need any pepper. I don't know what I was thinking about. Oh. And now, here go all my other tastes, basically. And this is brand new. Just bought it from the grocery store like 2 days ago. So that right there was my salt, my garlic, and other herbs. I like having a, you know, all in one like that. It just makes stuff real convenient when I'm really not trying to be cooking. Oh, this pepper getting in my throat. Okay, so that's basically it. I'm probably about to add a little bit of water to it because they still a little too tough for me. I want them to steam a little bit. But I'm also going to add some vinegar. I always add a little bit of vinegar to my greens. It doesn't matter how I cook them. And it doesn't matter what kind of vinegar I have. This is red wine vinegar. We like almost never have regular vinegar around here. The last vinegar we had was apple cider. I don't know how to explain what it does to the greens, but just try it. Put a couple capfuls in your greens. It's good. Like, it does something to the taste, but I don't know how to just explain it. So you know what? This almost worked out. That's probably a little too much oil. Probably would have been good with 2. But this is almost like 3 cups of greens. Like, look, I'm gonna show you. That's a cup over there. This is a little more than a cup over here. Like, you see what I'm saying? This is almost 3 cups. It's not exact measurement, but this is about 3 cups or so. Don't ask me how I know that. I've been eating greens for a long time. I've been on this measurement, healthy eating thing for like 10 years now. So I've had a lot of learning to be able to kind of eyeball it like that, you know. But if you're just starting out, cook you up some vegetables and put it in a measuring cup. Straight up. I'll throw my shrimp in here first, and then I'm going to add a little water. Why we crying, baby? I just added probably like this much water. Not even. And I'm actually going to take it off the burner now. And I'm going to throw some extra garlic on top for my shrimp. Okay? For my shrimp. And I'm going to Google like how many shrimp is 3.5 ounces. These are medium shrimp. I'm going to Google it. And I'm going to divvy it up like that. Put it back on the burner. I'm gonna just turn it down a little bit. And my shrimp was frozen. I forgot they came straight out the freezer. Just let that run while I fix the kids' plates. And like, you know, most of us over here in America especially, we'll look at something like this and be like, oh my gosh, that's not a meal. But it really is. Our meals are supposed to be made up of more vegetables, less meat. Like, we're like one of the only countries that eats more meat than anything else. That's why we have some of the highest death rates from things like cardiovascular disease and diabetes. we don't eat properly. So that's actually a full meal. Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, you need some starch, you need some carbs. Do you not know vegetables and shit have carbs in them? I actually go look on the greens bag. But the shrimp don't have no carbs. I don't know of any meat that has carbs in it. But vegetables and fruit, they have carbs because a lot of them have a little bit of sugar in them. And fiber. Fiber is a carb, apparently. I just learned that probably like 2 years ago. Because, right up under carbohydrates on the nutrient label, like carbohydrates be bolded and then fiber be up underneath it like a subset. So, yeah. So, let's look at the greens. This bag says a serving size of greens is 1 cup, 0 fats, 2 grams of carbs. And you see what I'm talking about? The dietary fiber is a subset under the total carbs, because that's 1 of the grams of carbs right there from fiber. So, boom. That's why people always telling you need to eat your greens, especially when you're constipated. Your grandma tell you need to eat some greens. Yeah, that's why. Because fiber helps you go. Smooth move. That's why all of our instant detox teas, CBD and non-CBD, aka the OG, they all have fiber in them. Soluble fiber. Absorbed into your body, helps your intestines, move the crap out. Well, anyway, so that concludes my my first day of the resolution drops. You've seen my breakfast. Did I even eat lunch? I didn't eat lunch. What did I do? I don't remember. It's in the video. So that concludes it. Y'all have a good day. Feel free to comment, leave messages, ask me questions about what I'm doing. I have been able to stay below 250 pounds for like 6 years now, 5 to 6 years. And I've been below 225 for probably like the last 2 to 3 years. With the exception of when I was pregnant, right before and right after, obviously. I mean, not right before, but while I was pregnant and right after. And I've been able to stay under 200 pounds now for about the last 6 months. Longer than 6 months, like 7, 8 months. Without really doing anything. I drink my CBD tea, take my NutriBurst. I don't really exercise regularly. That's a new habit I'm establishing. And I eat pretty healthy most of the time. So definitely hit me up with any questions. I would love to help you, okay?